Hi everybody, I'm making a video on the max speeding rods coilovers for the 2G. This isn't to encourage you to buy these or anything like that. I just wanted to give you guys a little small lesson on what's going on. Okay, so when I did the front coilovers on this car, the other side was fine, but let me say this. The fork, the damper fork, that's what it's called for the second generation Eclipse. You do have to open them up a little bit for these coilovers. They do not slide through. I want to repeat that. They do not slide through. You have to open the damper fork a little bit. And I want to tell you guys a little bit of my experience with them right now. I'm installing the rear ones right now. As you can see, the back one, that back tire is off. The front ones, when you run in through the bolt that goes through the damper fork, I mean, it might be just user error, but I highly doubt that. So when you're doing the coilovers for the fronts, you have to open the damper fork a little bit. And if you open them too far, the bolt will not bolt on. And if it does get stuck, you're going to have to cut it off and buy a new damper fork. So be ready for that when you're buying these coilovers. What else can I say? Yeah, so you will strip the threads. The bolt will not go through. And you're going to have to cut the bolt and do some modifications and shit like that. Okay? So let me tell you guys, the left side went fine. The right side, I had a little bit of a problem with them because I opened the damper fork a little bit too far. So what ended up happening was we put the bolt on, we kind of stripped it out the threads, and I had to drill a hole, put if this does happen to you, buy a grade 8 bolt and a grade 8 nut. And you want to put a lock washer on it because it's going to be a pain in the ass. I've been on this for 3 days straight. First time doing coilovers. But so far with the product itself, it's what you get for your money. And so far I haven't taken them out on a drive yet. So I'll get back to you guys ASAP about that. But let me tell you guys what I have plans for this car. So there's turbo play on the 16G eBay turbo. I'm planning on buying another eBay turbo. Because fuck it. We're here anyways, so I'm ordering that soon. I'm buying speed density for this. I'm buying an HCAS blow-off valve because that blow-off valve over there tends to leak. Other things, I think that's really it. Oh, injectors, I got the fuel pump. You want a 255 LPH Walbro, don't buy any knockoff shit. That was my mistake, and we're not running that in this car. Even though I said I was going to buy the eBay turbo. But that's the eBay turbo. So, yeah, I have to buy 750. I think someone near me has 780cc injectors for the 4G63. I carry the 7-bolt. I think it's like a JDM 7-bolt because of the logo, the Mitsubishi. Because usually the 7 bolts just say Mitsubishi, I guess. And then the logo is a JDM one. So right now I'm going to install the back coilovers. I just wanted to do a PSA. Don't get these coilovers. If you're really in a budget and you're tight, just save up $300, $400 more and get the Megan Racing ones. It's going to be totally worth it. Because what I had to go through in modifying this coilover itself, what I had to do in the damper fork, it's not worth your money. You're better off going somewhere else like Megan Racing, Racelands, or even BC coilovers. So yeah, that's just a small PSA. I think I didn't upload a video about my engine bay. So this is going to be about the coilovers. That was just the PSA. And about my engine bay. Okay, so what I'm running on this car is BR70ES spark plugs and GKs. Because I am running a eBay 16G and not the 14B. I have a cold air intake. Usually these cars, if you buy them modified and shit, they come with the 16G. No. With the stock, with the cold air intake, my bad. Yeah, so this has a cold air intake. That's a Spectre air filter. I'm changing that out for a K&N, one that usually I see on modified Eclipses. Yeah, this is a 7-bolt 4G63 from Japan. I bought it like that. Front mount intercooler. As you can see, no, it's not Mishimoto. I bought it like that, spray painted. So yeah, the piping just goes all the way through here, down, comes up, goes all the way through here and hits that. And then this piping right here goes all the way around into the J pipe right over there. I just did the timing belt on it. It has a stage 3 full disc clutch. Like I said, I bought this car when I used to work at McDonald's. I really wanted this car, so I paid like around like $500 for it. So it's been a little bit on the rough side. So let me show you guys the cheap stuff I bought for it when I used to work at Walmart. So I bought the Walmart when I used to work at Walmart. When I used to work at McDonald's, I bought the battery. That's a Walmart battery. The headers, that's eBay headers. I think that's really it that I need to do with it. The blow-off valve, of course. I think I brought the front mount intercooler when I used to work at McDonald's. The J-pipe. Besides the intake is stock, basically. I did buy the idle air control because when it was idling, it would do the... it would idle at like one drop, one drop, one drop. It was obnoxious and stupid. So... yeah, the clutch, I do have to admit, is from eBay too. It's called the Fortism. I'm not going to jinx myself and say it, but we're seeing how it goes. It's been on the car for last summer. I did the clutch last summer, so that's been on there still. I think I bought a new front motor mount. You guys can't see it, it's a little bit dark in here, but it's there. I bought a new alternator for the car. See right there, all shiny and shit. Wish I had more light in here, but I did have to buy a new dipstick because the one that was on the car was, it didn't have the top plastic piece, so it was a pain in the ass to check my oil when I was doing oil changes. The coolant hose, I had to buy that. The lower coolant hose, I had to buy that. I might buy a Mishimoto radiator if things are going well for this car. Strut brace was already there. As you can see, I did install the coilovers. They might be wrong, but like I said, you don't want to buy these MAXSPEEDINGRODS coilovers because they're real pain. So that's really it. I'm gonna get back here, start doing the back coilovers, go out for a drive, see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, peace.